Welcome to SFN, your preeminent source for space and defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts, loyal to the foil here at Houston Mission Control, and we've got Alara of Sirius in low Earth orbit. And we're here live every Sunday night.
Space Force News, here we are, number 17. I'm your host, Alara of Sirius, in my lovely spaceship in low Earth orbit, here with my wonderful co-host, loyal to the foil. How's everybody doing this evening? How are my space peeps tonight? Can I get a 5x5 in the chat if we are good to go? And I already see 5 5s in the chat. Look at that. I think they were saying 5 5.
Yeah, I think
they meant 5 5, like as in we're go for launch. That's what I think.
I don't know. Maybe they just knew you were going to ask, because you ask every week. They probably just felt it coming.
Yeah, that might be it. Definitely.
Maybe.
It's good to see you guys. Hi, Zombies Are Next. Christina, Paula, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Christina, Brad, Drink with Tessa,
Pissy Chrissy?
Metal-plated face job. But I can't say his name. The love, you know, but I'm not.
Bodhisattva?
Yeah, Bodhisattva. Why can't I say that? I got a block.
I don't know.
Blueberry Dave, Lotus, Rainbow Snuggle Fritz, Mr. Fox, Jira, the Butterfly Beacon, Yovanda, Inez, Elise, good to see you. Dawn, Shelly, Rodney, Sandra. All right, man, it's good to be here with you guys. Always.
People.
And look, I got a new Space Force Space Mouse Super Soldier shirt. Except, guys, I think, look, it's kind of like, it doesn't fade quite properly on this side. So just saying, you may want to get Space Mouse by himself or just the logo for now until I'm able to figure out why the space background.
Why
it did not come out. Why it didn't come out the way it should. You know. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd bring that up. But I'm very happy to have Space Mouse on my shirt. You know. Yeah. Hey, oh, speaking of
little things, man,
we got a few new pieces in the store. I mean, not a lot. We got few.
Merch.
One has a UFO. I'm just saying. You know.
Hey.
Getting there. Slowly adding things.
Where are the space chips, man?
It's a difficult shirt to make, Foil. We'll get there. I know, right? All right. So, what? Okay. So yeah, I covered that. Space Mouse background. Oh, I want to thank last week's super chats. So, from the last show with Red, Cho, Suiterbug, White Hat, Sarah F, and Christina Love. And from the last Space Force News, Sandra Anderson, Suiterbug, and Drink with Tessa. Thank you very much for your support. Yeah. So, with that being said, guys, we've got a lot of big happenings tonight, okay? We're going to go over solar winds. We're going to go over, I forget the radar, what the proper name of the radar thing is.
Synthetic aperture radar.
Synthetic aperture radar.
Random stuff I ran across at like 4 a.m.
You guys are going to want to make a heavy investment in lead after this story. Okay, so then there's that. What else? Oh, Guardians. We got Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better name. Seriously, for real.
Happy birthday.
Dear Space Force.
Right.
Happy birthday. Dear Space Force. Yeah. And then what else? I know we got some other big happenings. So we finally queued up the hit job on the sun. So we're gonna share that, see what you guys think.
Yeah, that was something.
We think we have solved the monolith mystery. So we're gonna share. Should we go ahead and share that with them?
Yeah, it does seem like pretty definitive evidence. You should go ahead and let them know.
Okay, so we're gonna show you guys what we think is going on here. Let's just show you. Ready?
I mean, I'm convinced.
It's pretty concrete proof. So anyway,
Definitely unsolved.
the mystery has been solved.
Mystery's been solved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
I knew it when I saw it that had to be it. I knew it. So,
Right.
yeah, we had to share that.
Explains everything. I mean, clearly.
I hope this meme keeps going forever, in all honesty. Like, I really hope it just people keep adding stuff that's in the consciousness and it just keeps going forever because it really is that good. It really is that good. So, with that being said, shall we, they like it. They're dancing and they're laughing.
Yeah,
See, they love it.
I see.
I love it.
Down.
They love it.
Break it down.
Right?
Right.
We're good. We're winning. Okay, so shall we get started with the Space Force news foil? What do you think?
Man, hit it.
Should we hit it or what? All right, so let me go over. All my articles are completely out of order today, guys. You know.
Oh man, we were having some ruckus.
I contemplated putting eyeliner on, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna end up laughing. You know, and it's gonna end up all over the place. So I'm not gonna
give it up, yo. Just give it up.
So yeah, first article, guys. Like, big happenings. We got Guardians. Oh yes, and okay.
The memes were great.
Right? They're gonna get better too. You know they will. Just
they
will. Just like the Trump one. Okay. So Space Force troops get a name. Guardians. Like, that is just so awesome. And then I get to, you know what's the greatest thing about it, Foil? I get to the raccoon. What's his name? Rocket. Yeah, his name's Rocket. Yeah, that's. Man. Hey, I always said if I was gonna do something shady,
and I like,
if they let me into a dumb and I could do something shady, I'd go in there and make me a Rocket sidekick. For real.
Right, talking raccoon. I like Groot. Like, that's my dude. I like
Groot. You want to play? Talk to my raccoon. He doesn't like being called a raccoon, though, does he?
No, he gets Trash Panda. I prefer the moniker Trash Panda, but you know, whatever.
What does he get pissed off about when you call him? What is it you call him? He gets mad about. I forget.
He seems like an amped up little guy. I mean, he's
awesome. I love him.
Kind of irate about a lot of things.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. He reminds me of Space Mouse, kind of. You know, like how I envision Space Mouse, but like.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Guardians they kind of need an amped up talking Space Mouse that can, you know, level things.
Hey, Kate, good to see you. Did you see my Space Mouse shirt? Check it out.
Oh, look at that.
Space
what up,
Force.
Kate?
Yeah. So anyway, I had to show Kate.
I'll come tell my crazy awakening story.
All right, so we're getting distracted, Foil. We got to get back over the target.
Imagine that, yo.
Yeah. All right.
Imagine that.
2 days before the U.S. Space Force's first birthday. Should we sing it again? No, probably not. Its troops received their collective name, the Guardians. And I got to show you guys a couple posts that relate to that fantastic number 17 in relation to the Guardians that I think is quite interesting because it speaks volumes. Yeah, I don't know. Should I show that or not?
Man, this is your channel.
I like living on the wild side.
You do you.
Okay.
Right.
The new name for military space professionals announced on Friday by Vice President Mike Pence may appear to be a play on the Marvel superhero film Guardians of the Galaxy. Right?
But it's not, though, man.
But Space Force officials said it was a callback to a 1983 motto. Since its stand-up on December 20th, 2019, the Space Force has grown to about 2,400 active duty personnel, mostly Air Force personnel who were responsible for the military's space mission before the new service was created. In 2021, the Space Force is expected to grow to about 6,400 active duty Guardians. Active duty Guardian. At least I can pronounce that one. That's what's exciting to me. Active duty Guardians. I love that.
Active duty Guardians?
Yeah. As Army and Navy personnel start transferring into the new service. General Jay Raymond, the Chief of Space Operations, said on a call with reporters earlier this week.
They shouldn't have even corrected it. Like, they didn't need to tell about the whole throwback to an earlier motto, yada yada.
They just have let us run with the Guardians.
Left it alone.
Just let us go with it, right?
Man.
I know. They should have just let us go with it.
Stuffed shirt old guy was like, no, you got to tell him the truth.
Yeah,
like that is the truth, brah. If we say it's the truth.
Raymond on Sunday will officially become a member of the Joint Chiefs. That's really all we need to go into on that one. So, yeah, all my articles are out of order, guys. So I gotta find them today.
Oh,
it's not gonna be that bad. No, it'll be fine. So House passes 2 space bills.
Space bills.
Space bills. That went through my head too. Well, the House
randomly sing songs, right?
The House of
down.
The House of Representatives.
Rig it. Representatives, you better represent.
Representatives in the dictorate.
In the dictorate. Get your dictorate together, man. Make me come in here and rap.
Can you imagine the two of us at a house party?
False representations, huh? A house. Yes, we've been at a somewhat of a house party together. That was super fun.
Right, Sedona. It's kind of a house party. Right. And then didn't I stop time or something? I don't know. Something happened.
I don't know what you was doing, man.
I stopped time. I was talking to ants. People. Yeah, it was lit, boy. Let me tell you, it's always lit where I'm at, right, Kate? Kate can tell you. All right.
Light it up.
The House of Representatives passed legislation December 6th to protect Apollo-era artifacts on the moon. Wah, wah, wah. Right? And to rename another NASA facility after the first man to walk on the moon. You really think they're trying to protect the Apollo-era artifacts, Foil, or do we think that might be slightly suspect?
The artifacts they found during the Apollo era? Probably.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're trying to... There's so many people running up to the moon, right? That they've got to preserve all the stuff up there so that people don't start, wrecking stuff, dude. Because maybe we're gonna have a space museum.
Shop, right?
The House passed on a voice vote, 1964, the One Small Step to Protect Human Heritage in Space Act. The bill was introduced last year in the Senate by Gary Peters and Ted Cruz, where it passed it by unanimous consent around the time of the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission in July 2019. The bill is intended to protect hardware and other artifacts left behind by the Apollo lunar landings and other U.S. government lunar landings by putting legal force behind a set of voluntary guidelines NASA published in 2011. I'm going to have to go through those. Regarding best practices for preserving those sites. NASA released those guidelines during the Google Lunar X Prize competition when several teams were contemplating lunar landing missions that would potentially approach Apollo sites. Those Apollo sites tell the story of humankind's extraordinary journey to the moon. They have historical, archaeological, and inspirational value, and it's up to us to work to protect them, said Rep. Horn, chair of the House Space Subcommittee, in remarks on the House floor. Basically, that just means,
China, don't you go up there and take down our flag.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means.
There, leave that flag alone.
Don't you be taking down our flag, and don't you be raiding our
Right. There, stay on the dark side of the moon. Be coming around here where like that.
Space artifacts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, that's what's yeah. So no need to really go into that too much, other than that's what's going on there. So, what do we got here? Space Force plans to nearly triple its size in second year, could accept Army-Navy transfers. All right.
Ooh, I would transfer.
Right? Oh, they're picking it up, man. Look, the U.S. Space Force plans to almost triple in size and add a reserve element in 2021.
Space Force Reserves?
Space Force Reserves, right? The service's top general said Tuesday as the newest military branch neared its first birthday. General J. Raymond, the Chief of Space Operations, will officially become a member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff on Sunday when the Space Force marks its one-year anniversary. The Space Chief told reporters that he was optimistic about his plans to grow the force from about 2,400 active duty troops to about 6,400 by the end of 2021. That's a lot of space troops, man. Well, they got the Marines going. We got to have the Space Marines. We can need chips.
They got to get that stuff done real quick.
Plus, we got space chips.
In the event.
We got space chips. We got to fill space chips.
Lunar.
Yeah, we got to fill Cislunar Highway Patrol. We got to fill that.
I'm not a fan
and for those of you that think that we're joking, no, we're really not joking. There's space chips.
Yeah, that's
Cislunar
really
Highway Patrol. That's why we have to make it into a shirt, because it's real.
I mean, we called it space chips.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Cislunar Highway Patrol. Okay, whatever. It's chips, just slightly warped version of
space
chips. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if they get official sunglasses, like.
Right. Like those cool ones, that meme of General Flynn that's got where we go when we go all in that thing. It should have Space Force or something cool like Semper Supra. Yeah.
Right, Semper Supra.
Yeah, I should make those. I'd wear those. Maybe we need
We
to
should
make.
have
Maybe we
Semper
need to make
Super,
those.
right? What are you? Yeah, right. We can sell them to the Space Force,
Right? Like, who's even gonna say anything? You roll up with in those glasses with Semper Super, right? You fogged over, you
Semper
can't
Supra,
even see, and it just says Semper Supra. Like,
That'd
I
be
don't.
lit.
Yeah, maybe I
Right.
don't know if I'm gonna try that guy. I should probably
Right.
just. Yeah, put your
He
mask.
looks legit, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna approach you and tell you to put your mask on, right?
Right.
Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Okay, so we were up and running on day one. We have not let our foot off the accelerator ever since, Raymond said in a telephone news briefing. The progress we have made far surpasses anything that I would have expected. To date, the Space Force is built almost entirely of former U.S. Air Force space-focused troops who applied and were selected to transfer into the first new military branch created since the Air Force was split from the Army in 1947. The Space Force did commission 86 Air Force Academy cadets directly into the new service, and it is interviewing cadets to select 98 candidates to commission into the service in the spring, Raymond said. But 2021 could be the year some space-focused troops serving in the Army and the Navy transfer into the Space Force. The service recently completed a Defense Department required study on how to best incorporate service members outside the Air Force into the Space Force. Raymond said a few hurdles still exist, but he expected the process to allow non-Air Force transfers to be in place in 2021. Right? So it seems
they better
like
get it together with a quickness.
They're
just in case.
A case of what?
Worst possible scenario, man.
Oh, right. Yeah, got it. All right, so watch Space Force Commander General John Raymond explain public-private partnerships for space defense.
Yeah, this is actually kind of important. I mean, we're commercializing space, we're weaponizing space, we're just all the izations is going on up there, and we need to have some, it's no good when the government does everything. I mean, public-private partnerships tend to work out really well. You get better products, quicker.
Space Force Commander explains how the new military service operates like a startup and gave advice how startups can learn from the Space Force. The service only has 2,400 people, and according to General Raymond, this lean team is possible as he's actively working to flatten the management structure and empower decision makers. Likewise, he also explained the current geopolitical landscape, saying in part China has got from 0 to 60 really quickly in regards to operating in space. Yeah, it's all about China, isn't it?
I'm telling you, every piece of this.
As such, General Raymond is seeking partnerships with allied nations and startups within their own borders. Oh, hence the UK Space Force and the other one. Where were the other two?
Exactly.
Just popped up.
France is doing something.
La Space Force. Yeah, we have a La Space Force.
Space Force, right?
Yeah, it's happening. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're making super soldiers too, man.
China. Well, I mean.
China. Yeah, I don't know what France thinks they're doing. Like, it's all right. I love French people. Really, it's gonna be great.
How can you not?
They won't need our help at all.
They're so sassy. I love sassy.
They are really sassy, which is really surprising considering every time the world starts to collapse.
Yeah, and they're the first ones. They're the ones that kicked off the revolution, man. Are you serious?
Yeah,
they were
starting fights. They don't finish.
They were out in the streets, getting loud long before the rest of us started.
Vive la Revolution! They was chopping off heads. Every revolution that starts in France just turns into some kind of bloody catastrophe.
Yeah, the French love a good protest. Is that what you want? Should we call it a protest or something else? Okay, so here we go to SpaceX.
Mostly peaceful.
I can't wait till we have bumpers for our different sections. We'll get them eventually, where we have a cool little nifty bumper that's like SpaceX news. Defense.
Oh, do we need those?
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we do, right? We don't have Keystone as our weather girl. That would have been great.
I know. Where is Keystone?
I don't know where she's probably asleep. Or she's taking a vacation from big tech, I think. I don't know. She does that. It's probably why she looks so good. Seriously. All right. Amazon's answer to SpaceX Starlink delivers 400 megabytes? Megabytes in prototype phase. Amazon's competitor SpaceX Starlink is moving through the prototype development phase, with the company announcing yesterday it has completed initial development on the antenna for our low-cost customer terminal. I'm going to get through these kind of quick, Foil, because I think what you're going to go over is really important. Plus, we have like quite a few quite a few UFO weird.
My most recent conspiracy theory.
Right.
right?
Yeah, it's not a conspiracy theory, though.
No, I know. It's actually fact.
Right. It's actually conspiracy fact. So, and I wonder how long it's been fact, but we'll be talking about that shortly. Okay, so Amazon said its Ka-band phased array antenna is based on a new architecture capable of delivering high-speed, low-latency broadband in a form factor that is smaller and lighter than legacy antenna designs. And the prototype is already delivering speeds up to 400 megabytes. Performance will get better in the future versions, Amazon said. Ka-band.
That's crazy.
To reduce production costs, Amazon said it must decrease the size, weight, and complexity of the antenna. But this is difficult with Ka-band equipment, which needs more physical separation between transit and receive antennas to cover its wide frequency range. For this reason, legacy Ka-band antennas place the transmit antenna and receive antenna next to one another, requiring a larger surface area and increasing production costs. Amazon said its solution is to use tiny antenna element structures to overlay one over the other. This has never been accomplished in the Ka-band. Our design uses a combination of digital and analog components to electronically steer Ka-band beams towards satellites passing overhead. This method let Amazon create a single aperture phased array antenna that measures 12 inches in diameter, making it 3 times smaller and proportionately lighter than legacy antenna designs, the company said. So,
Elon, what? Amazon is coming for you.
Right?
That's what's happening here.
That's what's going on, man. Bezos
Don't think you were just about to run away with the whole industry now. They ain't trying to have that.
The King of Mars is going to be mad. Boy. Yeah. Isn't he already beefing with Bezos?
Well, I don't know. Gates. I don't know. Maybe Bezos. I don't know. Bezos is up there. Huh? Like Elon's got a way to go before he has any legitimate beef with that dude.
So Amazon said it's tested the prototype with a geostationary satellite, though it will use its low Earth satellites. I swear they do this. Whoever does it is just like, yeah, get her. She's live right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Zap, zap.
I picked the articles out this way on purpose.
I'll never forget when I said Iron Eagle, dude. That was the best. Because I didn't even know I said it. I thought I said ion engine. She said, you just said Iron Eagle. I did what? That was awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that clip one of these days and, put it.
I'm gonna make a mix of your greatest hits,
my greatest bloopers. Right? That would be good. It'd take a lot of work to do it though, but it would be good. All right. Okay. So Amazon engineers have tested the antenna in multiple environments to ensure it will meet customer standards for speed and performance. Company said the antenna has passed all corresponding tests for speed and latency, offering maximum throughput of up to 400 megabytes and streaming 4K quality video from a geostationary satellite, which is stationed at an altitude approximately 50 times farther than Earth than where Project... I need glasses, man. I already moved the screen up. Kuiper satellites will be deployed. Kuiper? Like is that how you spell Kuiper? Okay. Yeah.
Starstream says stationary
satellite. Yeah, the stationary satellites.
Stationary satellites. I don't remember what you just said.
Don't make me laugh when I'm drinking out of the bottle foil.
Yeah.
That's against
shoot
the
out
law.
your nose.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
All right. So
look at this.
Here we go. SpaceX and its kick-ass, phenomenal, totally awesome 2020. There's no question who's king of Mars. Who's king of the private aerospace hill. The king of Mars. There he is.
He's definitely king of Mars. I like that picture.
Look, he's like me. He never takes a serious picture or a cute picture. Like he always does these goofy faces, just like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's growing on me slightly.
They did it. I like him. I can't help it. I like him, but I don't like him either.
Right. I get it. Yeah. So 2020 has been very good to SpaceX, with the aerospace transportation firm surpassing a number of milestones and achieving virtually every goal it set out for itself during the year. Both the company's autonomous and crewed space vehicles operated without any major failures as SpaceX earned its NASA flight certification, along with deals with the U.S. Space Force and private industry. There was one mishap with its prototype Starship vehicle during 2020, and even that only slightly set back SpaceX's march toward market dominance. The year started with a splash. Literally on January 7th, more than a month after it had launched, the Dragon cargo capsule of mission CRS-19 hit the water just west of Baja, California, where crews recovered the capsule as well as 3,800 pounds of scientific urine experiments. The following and aptly named CRS-20 mission in March marked the 20th time overall that SpaceX vehicles have resupplied the ISS and returned safely to Earth. Over the course of those 20 missions, SpaceX has hauled some 94,000 pounds of supplies and equipment up to the ISS and ferried another 74,000 pounds of cargo back down. A final delivery to the ISS in April marked both the end of SpaceX's original contract with NASA and the final flight of the first-generation Dragon cargo capsule design, which has since been replaced with the updated and more versatile Dragon 2. What's going on in this video here? What do we got here? There's no sound. Oh, it's the little capsule.
What is that? Oh, is it landing on one of his weirdly named
That doesn't even look
sea
real.
ships?
It looks like a movie.
I mean, this is also the guy that said he shot a car into space, and it's
Right.
just up there riding around.
And has
So
a mouse
who
on
knows?
and has a mouse
Right.
on the engine frequently. So, who knows?
Oh, look how.
Looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean ship. All right. The company also improved its launch vehicle recovery methods over the course of the year. In July, SpaceX crews managed to snag both halves of the nose cone fairing out of midair using a large net set atop a recovery ship, a technique similar to what Rocket Lab recently demonstrated with its Electron recovery system. Those nose cone fairings are worth $6 million combined, so retrieving them unharmed before they hit the ocean surface with any appreciable speed is of paramount importance. Yeah, what's in this video here?
I don't know. I didn't even have this article listed.
I don't. It was here.
Falcon
so
9 launch.
I mean,
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Dragon is in countdown.
FTS is armed. Go for launch.
I thought that was the back of
3,
Elon striking a
2,
pose.
1, 0.
Probably was.
Ignition.
No.
Liftoff.
It's kind of cool for a rocket, dude.
Go Falcon, go Dragon.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Look at Elon.
Stage 1 propulsion.
I'm gonna be the king of Mars.
Looking all official with his headset on.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Miko, Dragon launch escape initiated.
Draco firings are looking good.
What up, Blue?
Stage 1 throttle down.
I'd love to meme this out with Space Mouse. Have him writing it? Oh, that would be next level there.
I see 10 meters per second horizontal.
Are you talking out loud? Oh,
Who are you talking to, Coyle?
you. I'm what my. I had the YouTube screen up. I lost.
Get it together, friend.
I'm a mess. I had the YouTube screen up. I thought you were Tom. Like, why can't I hear her?
Yeah. You should have seen what happened before the show, you guys. We didn't know if we were going to pull this together today. So yeah, there's another crew Dragon splashdown, but you know, we have so much to cover that I really don't think showing all the SpaceX videos is where it's at tonight. So we're going to go ahead and bypass that.
Where's
Elon,
the article about there? Is this it? Him
Elon
mocking
Musk,
people?
Elon Musk. Elon Musk should apologize for mocking gender pronouns, says group that gave Tesla top LGBTQ friendly rating.
You know they were mad.
Man.
Like, oh no! Angry Twitter fingers.
Right? This coming from the
Did you
man
just
who
post
named
that?
his ships what? And named
Right.
his kid what?
His kid is named X Ash. What is it? X Ash Archangel or something? I don't even know.
I thought his kid's name. Oh yeah, it's that, but it's like a symbol too, right? Because nobody
Yeah,
can say
like
it, not just me.
X Ash Archangel, and then I know his girl was mad. I think that's his. I think that's a girl, right?
Oh, boy, you're gonna make the King of Mars mad.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they had a child. All right, so in a series of tweets this week, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk mocked people who list the pronouns. The pronouns, he likes acronyms, not pronouns, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm tracking you, Elon. Okay, that's cool. Mocked people who list I'm just gonna switch to A. I'm not gonna be Alara anymore, or I could just be a symbol. You know,
A symbol.
I'll be the entity formerly known as Alara. You know, I'll just be a symbol. That'd be easy.
We gotta find a good symbol for you.
You know, how do we pronounce my name? That'll be a problem. I don't know. Maybe I could call Elon and ask him.
Elon?
Yeah, I'll ask Elon.
Is that his mock face?
All right,
What's
so
going on there?
now a group that gave Tesla top marks. I almost said mocks. Thanks, Boyle. What's up with that sweater anyhow? Are you just going full redneck on me, or are you going hunting after the show, or were we hunting before the show? I'm just wondering what's going on there.
Are you insulting my redneckitude now?
I mean, normally we're rocking Space Force. Tonight we're full
This is
Duck Dynasty.
yo. I don't know what might happen when we get off of here, or what I might have to go out into the woods and handle.
Right. So you're ready. I see that. That's awesome. All right.
Redneck level 10.
Yeah, she's getting there.
Right.
Those guys
I'm working
inspired
on it.
you, the Bigfoot hunters, didn't they?
They did.
You
I'm
were like,
convinced.
look at their sick
They're-
gear.
If they say, yep. If they say it, it's official, man. I
Right.
believe it. Right.
All right, companies are under greater pressure than ever before to create an inclusive environment and support a diverse workforce. The practice of displaying pronouns on social media and in executive bios is used by people who wish to show
Oh my
respect
goodness,
for...
they're putting them in executive bios now?
I don't live there, dude. You know what I mean?
I haven't even seen that.
Maybe I'm reading that right now, but I just don't live there. Like, you know, I just don't live there.
Oh, they're online bios. I'm thinking like they're turning in a resume with their pronouns on it.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry.
right,
I do not have a job for you.
right. Hey, I don't know.
It's just too much, man.
I don't know what that world's like anymore. Maybe so. I don't know.
Right.
Hey, where I'm going, New Earth, stuff on your bio better be like served as a digital soldier in the Great
Right.
Awakening for 2.5 years. You know,
No, actually, I don't care. I mean,
holding
it's not
down the
like I
grid
care.
lights and you know, anchoring the pillar of
Right.
light into, you know, the third dimension.
I want to know how many
in
targets
the
you
state
can
of
hit
Arizona.
accurately.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Something useful. You know, actually, I don't. I just don't like anybody trying to tell me to conform or change. What you know what I mean? Like, don't try to tell me what to do. That's my problem with
Yeah, that's a mistake. You can't tell Foil what to do.
that. Man,
All right, so the
never.
practice of displaying pronouns on social media and executive bios is used by people who wish to show respect for or who identify as trans, gender, non-conforming, gender fluid, non-binary, or intersex. What the is intersex?
Bro, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out cislunar.
They are represented by the T and the Q in the acronym LGBTQ. They are?
That's a lot to remember.
What is
I
an
don't-
intersex,
I
guys?
don't know. I don't know. I think is that people with both? Maybe. How many people
Both
are
what?
like that? Like maybe
Both genders?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm taking a guess. I have no idea. This is literally one of those topics I refuse, and I read everything.
I'm all for. Look, I'm all for. Do not get me wrong. I'm all for standing
Oh,
in
look,
your
I don't
truth and being about what you
care.
are and embracing and loving the self, right?
Yeah, love
But at
yourself
what
for
point
sure.
does the self turn into a
A letter?
confused self, right? With too many pronouns.
There's just too much there, and then trying to make other people
Just be what you are, man, and you know,
right.
do
Just
your thing,
you
right?
do you, and I'm gonna go do me,
Right.
And it's gonna be fine.
Right. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I don't really want to go any further into this because it's kind of whatever.
The meme was funny, but they don't even have the meme in here.
The meme. Did I miss it?
This is man, bruh. He posted a meme on Twitter, like that showed looked like the French Revolution, and it was like people who put their pronouns in their bio, and then it's like some dude wiping blood on his face with the thing that says "I'm oppressed." Like people were mad, like people were big mad, but they didn't even put the meme in the freaking article.
People don't even live in the real world anymore. They live on, and I'm not saying I'm any different. We all have to. That's how
Oh,
we
no,
connect
we
with people.
definitely
We
live-
literally live in the internet. We don't live in real life anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. You know, I'm just saying.
There are
It's-
so many like concurrently existing different realities. Like people literally live in different realities now.
Yeah,
right?
Yep. Pretty much. Yep.
And if you're in another reality and you try to enter somebody else's reality and you don't conform to their idea of what the world should be, then there's a problem.
Because everybody can put themselves in a box now. You know what I mean?
But this is the problem. Everybody wants.
I'm with you. So, but look, we got Elon has taken his space rave to the extreme now.
Okay,
check this out.
This is important.
Look at the space. Okay, so you remember we covered, what was it, last week or the week before?
Yeah, the tunnel
Elon
rave.
has got a tunnel rave in Vegas under the convention center, and there's really cool lights and music and like a system, but we feel like it needs robots and ETs. Okay, well, we're not winning there yet. There's no robots and ETs that we're aware of, but however, it is being extended, possibly to McCarran. Like, check this out, right? What a boring picture too. Like, that tunnel rave is kind of legit, right? And that's as well they show.
I
right?
thought so. Why?
All right.
Why is
Elon Musk's tunneling company, Boring Company, is already building a transit system for Las Vegas convention goers. I'm going to Elon's tunnel rave to take you to the Star Trek convention. That's happening.
That would be awesome.
It is. It's happening. Now he wants to build one for the rest of the city. Go, Elon. Go, Elon. He's doing some work here on Earth. That's good, right?
On Earth.
On Wednesday, the Las Vegas City Council voted unanimously to advance plans to dramatically expand Musk's Loop project from a convention center transit system to a citywide network that would include hotels and one day potentially even the airport, right? So you could get off your plane, go right underground into Elon's space rave, and you can take that all the way to your hotel. I'm with it.
That'd be slick.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Right?
The proposed expansion brings the tunnel-based transportation system as far north as Ogden Avenue, near attractions such as downtown Container Park. What is that?
Downtown.
What's the downtown Container Park? That does not sound good. You know?
No, that sounds like.
Right? It sounds like a
place.
That sounds like Nancy Pelosi City. Is what it sounds like.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking. Like, you might not want to walk around in flip-flops.
Container Park, right?
Happen,
that might go south quick. And classic casinos like the Golden Nugget. Proposed stops en route include the Arts District and the Stratosphere Tower, the spaceship-like landmark that is part of a hotel. The precise location of stations.
Tower.
Yeah, it's like it looks like the Seattle Space Needle. And you go up there and you can eat and,
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, it's fairly exciting. The spaceship-like land. I like the roller coaster though. I like New York. I like roller coasters. It's just me.
I love roller coasters. Never been to Vegas. Have no idea.
Well, you're gonna go on the roller coaster with me. We're gonna do that. That's happening.
I want a zip line. I know they have zip lines.
I'll get some vegan pizza. I hope I can find some, and then we'll get you some pepperoni, and we'll go ride the.
There you go.
Yeah. See. The precise location of stations.
Any more tricky restaurants.
I know, she was so mad at me. I took her to a vegan restaurant in Sedona. She was like, "There's no meat on the menu. What is this place you took me to? This is terrible." Right. I was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
I didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know there wasn't meat on the menu. The precise location of stations will be determined later in the process, according to documents submitted to the council. So look, this is the new space rave. I mean, not space rave. The underground tunnel rave.
Wait, the what?
The underground tunnel map. Here it is. This is where Elon's underground Las Vegas rave party is going to be. Zero public dollars will be going into the system, said Steve Davis, Boring Company's president, who addressed the city council with a blue medical mask tugged down around his chin. Why did they add that into the article?
Because it's a whole thing. This whole virtue nonsense signaling.
Oh, that's what virtue signaling is? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
If anybody does something that should not be the general consensus of behavior, they get called out for it. They could be talking about, and he applied. He arrived on scene not wearing a mask or whatever. Like, it's always something ridiculous.
It's really good to virtually see you guys too. I love my virtual space friends. They're my favorites.
Right.
I mean, I have to say it, really. Okay, so where were we? That went, what are we? Okay, so yeah, Davis added that half of the company's employees are now working in Las Vegas. So, yeah, right?
Half of the Boring Company employees? You see Davis's dog talking about Rand Corp. Yeah, they got those tunnels.
Hi, Blue. Yay, you're here. Right? How exciting.
They got them tunnels down there.
Yeah, Blue, and Blue's absolutely right. Those tunnels were dug a long time ago. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we can't go into right now. But yeah. So
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Or maybe we shouldn't go into. All right, so are we playing this video, Foil? Taiwan launches aircraft carrier killer as China war brews.
Oh.
Now we're into defense, friends.
I was going to say, are we there already?
We're into defense.
No, you don't have to play the video. They
Okay.
this is just more instigation, you know, more stuff to make China upset. They're planning on building a fleet of 11 of these that are supposed to be like aircraft carrier killers, but you know, I mean, they're just really highly weaponized and somewhat stealth. I think they're supposed to all have stealth technology, but these ships, they're kind of slick looking. Can they see the picture?
Where's the ships?
It should be right at the top, except they put the stupid
wait,
video
what's
there.
that? Is that it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
yeah, that's
look
it.
at that guy. He looks like a shark.
Yeah.
He looks like a shark ship.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're building
Kinda
11
sexy
of those.
for a ship, man.
And
I
yeah,
like
they're
it.
super
I'm into it.
weaponized. They're gonna need them.
All right. Oh, speaking of, we got to show Taiwan's MAGA video. It's on my timeline. Here, I'll go get it. We gotta show them this. This is so.
Taiwan's MAGA video?
Yeah.
Have I not seen this?
Maybe not, Foil. I don't know. You know?
Oh wow. Oh, thanks, Sarah.
I hope you're keeping an eye on the screen when I'm
yeah,
not.
Sarah says, "I love the work you do. Please keep doing what you're doing. It won't let me donate in anything other than pesos because I'm in Cancun."
Yeah, the first time Sarah donated,
one day.
the first time Sarah donated, I wasn't hip to the pesos thing, and I was like,
Right.
Sarah, $250. Wow, thanks, and she got a good laugh out of that, and so did I. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so so where was it? Oh yeah. So hold on. What was I going to show you? I totally lost track.
Taiwan's MAGA video.
Oh yeah, it's on my timeline. Good thing I asked, because I'd have been
remembering
going through the
things.
bookmarks for the next 20 minutes and not finding what I needed to find. So, okay, Taiwan's MAGA video. Where is it? Oh, and this lady here. I'm sorry, but can we just look?
The sun video?
Look, no, we'll get to the sun. Look, check this out.
That was kind of cool.
This is out of hand here, okay?
Oh my goodness, that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Right? Like, I truly try to accept people and whatnot. Like, I don't even care about pronouns unless you try to tell me what to say. But what I'm saying is this right here,
This woman needs help
unnecessary. Yeah, who does
that I don't think she'll ever receive, you know?
Is that thing knit? Like, and I mean, how do you even breathe? And does it have a freaking deer in it? Like, who does that?
It's a snow globe with a deer.
My
Does she have
God.
2 pairs of glasses on?
I don't know. I can't even tell.
No, they're like,
I don't even
they're
know.
supposed to be, that's like the style. She's got like, they're supposed to look like there's 2 glasses, but there's only 1. Are those puff balls or flowers?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if them are little nitty
No,
poof
those are little
balls
poof
or-
balls. Those are little Michael's poof balls glued on.
Yeah, for what though?
I
Glued
don't
onto
know.
what? Is this supposed to save her life? Like, I don't know what's happening
don't
here.
know
Her
what's-
freaking jacket matches that 1980s plaid with
I don't
the
know,
freaking
but
shoulder
look.
pads looking jacket. Sorry.
You didn't see this? Taiwan MAGA. Listen
No,
how cool-
that's awesome.
We need some drums.
Look
Fight!
at these
They're yelling, "Fight for Trump!
Fight for Trump,
Fight for
right?
Trump!" Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at
MAGA
that.
Taiwan.
Yeah, they know. You know why,
They know.
right?
China. Hell yeah.
Like, their nation is dependent on what's
Look,
about to happen.
we need
too.
to be as fired up as they are.
Yeah, if only,
Look
right?
at them. I mean, they got drums and everything. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that flag waving dude.
Right?
Yeah, look at that.
Seriously.
I wonder if Trump has seen this.
That's the coolest thing ever. I'm pretty sure Trump saw it. We hope he saw it, right? That's like the
Right.
coolest thing, dude.
I mean, the future of their nation literally depends on what's going on with that.
Right.
Because
Oh, so what article
It's
were
all
we on?
bad.
I totally
I
went
don't
left.
even know. The second one. whatever that
Taiwan.
is.
So we covered that, right? Can we move on to the solar winds hack?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go into. I'm sure you guys have gotten a ton of news on this recently. But if you aren't aware, so
Fight for Trump. I love that.
That
Hey,
too,
we need
right?
drums at the next MAGA rally. I'm serious. Who's gonna bring the drums?
that would be. Wouldn't that be awesome? We need a marching band or like
We
like
do.
man, what do they call?
We could start doing routines with. No, we can't do that. But we could. I don't know. We could have some drums. That's what we can do, right?
Right. We need something with a little bit of soul to it.
Right.
You know, like I don't know, like a Mardi Gras parade, but
And
like
look
a
at that.
MAGA
Look at
Mardi
what they
Gras.
say. Fight for Trump. That's so much cool. What do we say at our rallies? Stop the steal. Yeah, but I mean, what else do we say?
F Antifa.
Right. Yeah, that is what we say.
I mean, that's pretty much what we say,
It's
right?
true.
I don't know.
At first, it was just the Proud Boys doing it. Now they got all the MAGA people going Antifa, right? It's pretty
Right.
funny, dude. Hey, whatever, man.
That's the only one I remember.
MAGA, dude. All right, so Solar Winds breach.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy, right? So this company, SolarWinds, who had their headquarters in Austin raided, right? They produced a product called Orion, and Orion does like infrastructure monitoring and like platform monitoring for all of these big companies. And some slick party, they're blaming Russia. Of course, you guys know I don't think it was Russia. I think it was freaking China. Installed some malware that basically went in on an update. Yeah, I have one other theory that I'll share with
allegedly.
you off air.
Allegedly. It could have been.
Allegedly.
Right.
I do have a kind of a conspiracy theory on this, but I won't say that on here. You ask me when we get off of here.
That's fine.
So they installed this malware that went in on an update, right? It looked like trust. It was, embedded in trustworthy software. First, they said 33,000 people that got the update downloaded it. Then they backtracked and said, no, it was only 18,000. Well, in this group of 18,000 installations, we have everything from like big private corporations like Microsoft to the freaking U.S. Treasury, the Department of Energy, specifically. Apparently, the nuclear security folks downloaded this. I really don't understand why the U.S. government is using somebody else's software at all. You'd think they would develop their own.
I don't understand that myself.
Like,
I don't understand that myself. Yeah.
But so basically, this was actually a really well executed operation, and it's going to take them forever to find all of these things because it's disguised and compartmentalized to look like it's nothing threatening. And then even as these people, all they've done, like they've been able to find quite a few places where there was some infiltration and they were monitoring and maybe not just like taking credentials, but like doing little small things and then extricating themselves so that they're harder to track. And they're taking little bits of information and sending it to we don't know where yet.
Right.
But it's crazy because what really made me mad is that they keep putting Chris Krebs on freaking TV to talk about this just to irk Trump, because that's what it is, because he got fired from the CISA, right? The dude that said we had the most secure election in history, that guy. Yeah. All of these news companies are now contacting him and having him come on like he's like just the upper echelon authority here as far as what's going on. It's crazy. And then if you saw, Trump had a tweet today, was that today or yesterday, where he said he thought it was China.
HRM Weapons Machinist says China owns and controls the data for the world's undersea cables.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Whatever happened with the ones that they got cut? I wonder. I haven't looked into that in a long time.
Mark says, what a better way to shut the CIA eyes down and the FBI their eyes down by telling them that they're infiltrated and we need to shut it down for a while. Boom.
I was thinking along those lines.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Did you hear what Linwood said in that video that was going around Twitter?
Which one?
Oh, I'd have to pull it up. Kate covered it tonight on her show with IET. I don't know. I'd have to pull it up. If we have time at the end of the show, we'll go into it. Do you want to move to Microsoft head calls SolarWinds hack act of recklessness? You need to know.
Yeah, this was just all
covered together, right?
I don't read I just tell you what I remember from them. But yeah, I mean this is crazy. I mean, the fact that somebody made a great meme. It said like Bill Gates can't even stop Microsoft from getting a virus, and you want me to trust him? You want me to trust him about COVID? Like, right?
Right.
This was a mess.
This was a mess.
Go. People are, right. Thanks, CO2 Dave.
Hey,
people are up in arms.
Hey, Trump's gonna finish this. I'm telling you, Trump's gonna finish this, right? I'm telling you.
Oh, he better.
He's gonna finish this, dude. You
Like-
guys got to hear the Lynn Wood thing. Thank you, EOT Dave. He said it could have been an inside job, and Mark.
That's what I said that on. That's what I was thinking.
Put
on
in
Twitter.
222. Thank you for your super chats, guys. We appreciate your
Right.
support.
Much love.
All right, so
this is crazy.
Right, and then
Now here's the thing. If, for some reason stuff does, because they haven't really attacked anything yet or like done anything except for monitor and take information. But say, the internet just went down because maybe some, this would be a convenient scapegoat, I would think.
all right, so China's military actions against Taiwan in 2020-21, what to expect?
Yeah, this is kind of a long article, but basically this is all in what I was saying before. As far as Taiwan goes, China up until now has been executing something like a war of attrition. They're not going directly at Taiwan, but they're doing these little grimy things all over the place to try and wear them down, right? And all the while the United States has been sending over heavy armaments. You see they're building their carrier killer ships. They're enlarging their fleets and trying to amp up in the event that there would be a direct attack. But I really think what China is waiting on is to see what happens with this election, what happens on January 20th. Taiwan's going to be in a lot of trouble if it's Biden. Taiwan's going to be in a lot of trouble if it's
good
Biden.
thing
But
it's
this
not gonna
article
be
basically
Biden.
just goes into, right?
Yeah.
You see that? Well, I'm glad you pulled up that video. I mean, that was
Yeah.
really all we needed to say. That definitely.
Right? They're all in.
Right?
Yeah. Whole world's all in, really.
They have to be.
Let's be real here. All right, so Venus was once Earth-like, but climate change made it uninhabitable. Wah, wah,
You see
wah.
why I picked this, right? You see who authored this stupid article, or who posted it, rather. If you guys haven't been on my channel, Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum have become like one of my
Wah,
new favorite
wah,
things to
wah.
hate.
Yeah.
And yes, man. So they put this article up here, like Venus. How is this supposed to co-sign climate change making things uninhabitable? Like, are there people up there? Are they up there? Are there a bunch of farting cows? Like, what are you trying to argue here? I mean, apparently this was not a man-made effect. I don't know how
Apparently
they're using
the
this to
Venusians-
co-sign that we need to be really worried.
The Venusians destroyed their
it was
planet
all the Venusian
too.
cows.
Right. It was the
Yeah,
Venusian
right.
cows.
They
You
just
got it.
wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Right. It was.
It got out of
They only
hand.
had 12 years to live. Venusian AOC went in on them and nobody would listen. And now they're up there with a 400-degree surface temperature ball of rock and some microbes in the atmosphere, maybe. Yeah, but that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, we really didn't
It's
need
not-
to.
this is-
That's just funny, right? Klaus Schwab.
You better let me talk about that man, please.
Right? You're on the list. All right. Scientists think
I'm-
they've detected
I'm on every list.
No, not you, man. Him. That's what I'm talking about. We're already on all those
yeah.
lists. We already
You're
know.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on so many lists.
Yeah. So it's fine.
I need a list of the lists
Right.
that I'm on.
I'm gonna need a list of the list too.
Right.
Right. All right. So scientists think they've detected radio emissions from an alien world. Right. So much of this stuff lately.
Right.
Do we got a video? No.
Well,
It's more
yeah, but I mean,
SpaceX. This isn't a video on the alien worlds,
No.
man. This is another SpaceX launch. Here we go.
no.
We're not playing
Well,
it.
listen.
All right.
This is they write these titles like when they say alien world, they don't mean radio emissions from alien life. They're talking about radio emissions that come from the magnetosphere and the you know what I mean, and the whatever of the planets being sent out into space. But this is the first time they've been able to capture one of those signals and trace it back to where they think that it's coming from, and it's gone to an exoplanet. And they think
Right.
that, I mean, that they're able to
Tau
study this
boots.
now. It's the first time they've been. Yeah.
Tau boot. So it's coming from the boot
Tau
system,
boots.
right?
Boots.
Interesting. Yeah.
The boot system.
Which contains at least one exoplanet. If the detection holds up, it could open the door to better understanding the magnetic fields of exoplanets, and therefore the exoplanets themselves. We present one of the first hints of detecting an exoplanet in the radio realm. We make the case for an emission by the planet itself from the strength and polarization of the radio signal and the planet's magnetic field. It is compatible with theoretical predictions. Turner and his colleagues...
It's kind of interesting because...
hold on. Turner and his colleagues aren't yet positive that the signal they detected really is coming from the planet, dubbed Tau Boots. The researchers called for additional observations of the system, which is about 51 light years away from Earth in the constellation Boots. The new research actually began at Jupiter. The researchers had previously studied the planet's radio emissions and then tweaked those measurements to reflect the effect they expected closeness to the host star and distance from the Earth would have on their observations of an exoplanet. Then the scientists consulted observations made in 2016 and 2017 by the Low Frequency Array in the Netherlands. Okay, so really that's, I mean, we got some more important stuff to cover, so we're going to leave that right there. What's funny, Foil, me or the chat or
but everything.
Everything?
Both. The chat's pretty funny. Yeah, you're pretty funny.
I can't
too.
get Taiwan playing the drums and saying fight for Trump. And they're hey,
there were Trump
we need to
marches
step up our
in
MAGA
Africa,
rallies. Look,
right
everywhere. We already know this is the Great Awakening. We are going to free this planet now. You can either jump on with us, have some fun in the process, or
right,
you know, stay in the third dimension. It's up to you, right? So here's a human-made barrier in space surrounding the entire Earth, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is different. This is a little bit different. So basically, we have made a man-made radiation belt surrounding the Earth that's actually been helping us with a lot of the, emissions coming from the sun. It's deflecting a lot of these things. It's crazy because in 2012, when NASA launched, NASA had launched a couple of probes that were supposed to work together as they were going through, the Van Allen belt. Mm-hmm. And what they ended up finding was that there was a barrier that they did not know that was there, that they did not have any projections for, that these probes had picked up evidence of. And they figured out that a lot of the, solar discharges were being kept at bay by this low frequency barrier that was like I said, that was man-made. The radiation streams, they were able to pick up with, it was like a very low frequency radio communications. They were able to pick up proof of this.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but yeah.
It was aliens.
Yeah. It always is.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It always is. Maybe we'll get to meet them someday,
But all these freaking radio signals on Earth are leaking out into space, and they're creating a belt surrounding us that's deflecting a lot of the mess from the sun. I wonder if them climate change people factored that in when they came up with our death date. They didn't think that the VLF stuff was going to leak out like that, and it does. And It's keeping a lot of the dangerous radiation away from us.
Okay, when the researchers investigated, they found that this barrier had been actively pushing the Van Allen belts away from Earth over the past few decades, and now the lower limits of the radiation streams are actually further away from us than they were in the 1960s. Interesting. So, yeah, should we play the little video? We got too much to cover, huh?
Man, pull up the Gina Colvin video while we're sitting here. You know what I want to talk about, my crazy stuff I found the other day. But pull up
Okay, let's show Gina. She is just so entertaining, I have to say.
The video is kind of awesome.
Right. She was tripping out on this, boy. She was freaking out. She said, "Oh my God, something shot at the sun. Look at this, you guys. This is supposed to be the end of the show, Foil. Why am I pulling this up now?"
Oh, I didn't know you wanted it for the end of the show. I mean, we're talking. I just finished with the space science. The only other thing I really have here is the crazy crazy conspiracy.
There's you got to go into the that, and then we have like 3 UFO videos and something else too. So.
Oh, you wanted to save this for the UFO
for the
videos?
end? Yeah. So we always do high strangeness at the end. Come on, don't break the routine, Foil. Don't break the routine.
Oh, you know me. It's hard to keep me on a plan.
All right, is the conspiracy next? Yeah, the conspiracy's next. Here we go. Let's just go for it.
This is all I wanted to talk about all night, you guys. Okay, so listen. Here's the deal. So I read constantly, and it's like 4:00 in the morning, and I'm reading, looking for stuff that I wanted to come on here and talk about, and I come across this. This is kind of nuts. So there's a company called Capella, right? They have a few satellites up there now. They plan on, drastically increasing the number of the satellites they have up there, but these are special satellites. They use something called synthetic aperture radar, and what they're able to do with this is they are able to cut through cloud cover, cut through forest canopy to get pictures of the ground that are super high resolution. It doesn't matter if it's night or day. They can get these. I mean, the resolution on this is so good that they can pick up areas that are freaking 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters, which is impressive, right?
Very.
So now here's something that's weird about this company. All right, so this company, their idea, and this is what they claim, is that they want to be able to democratize the access to information, right? Currently, governments have access to satellites. Huge, giant private corporations have access to satellites and satellite imagery, right? And maybe you're limited on what you can pull or whatever. These guys have decided that what they're going to do is they're going to let everybody, anybody that can pay for it, get pictures from their satellites of whatever they want, right? Now, mind you, they have some requirements. Like, I think they said
listen closely to what she just said, right? Because there's more.
Dun, there's way more.
Oh, there's
right?
more.
Dun,
Right?
dun, dun.
So
right? I know
people are
going
to be able to purchase these from this private company. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, the thing that they're listing now is if you are on the international arms traffickers list, if you're selling guns or drugs internationally or whatever, apparently you can't get no info. But like, stalker guy down the street or like serial killer Joe in Memphis, like if you can pay for it, you can get the info.
Right. So,
which is freaking nuts.
Right.
Okay.
And but yes.
Yeah. Go.
No.
No. If you had something else to say, go ahead.
No. Go for it. Go ahead. Tell them the hook line to all this.
Oh, don't you?
You're getting there. Okay. I'll relax. Okay.
So, this technology itself is not new. Like NASA had this crap in the 70s, but it has gotten just like orders of magnitude better than it was, right? So they really are about to let anybody get this information, right? So I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah, they're going to vet you per the international traffic in arms regulations. That's only those guys can't get access to the data. In any case, this is in real time, night or day, every spot on Earth to a resolution of 50 by 50 millimeters, which is freaking phenomenal. Okay, now here's the deal. Scroll to the bottom of the article, Alara. So I read all this and I'm like, that's kind of freaking creepy, right? I get to the bottom. Now highlight this for me where it says correction.
Correction?
Right
okay,
at the very,
so check this out, guys, right here where it says correction. Look at this.
So I get to the bottom and this says, a previous version of this article stated in error that the satellite can see into buildings. It cannot. The post has been updated to reflect this. So I'm thinking, now wait a minute. They just said it could see through hurricanes, it can see through forest canopy, it can see, but now they're saying, okay, that a previous article misstated that they could see into buildings. I'm like, now wait a minute. Right, this isn't like Esquire magazine. This isn't coming from freaking Teen Vogue. I mean, this is a tech magazine written by a tech guy that knows what he's writing about. I thought to myself, like, I said, he wouldn't have written that down.
DK says it's time to buy high resolution pics of Antarctica. Right.
Right, about that time. So I'm thinking, like, this cat would not have written that down unless there was a reason. Like, they either somebody said something they wasn't supposed to say, somebody he was interviewing dropped that little bit and he had to retract it real quick or whatever. So I'm like, okay, all right, let's do some investigation, right? So I go looking.
Oh man, I'm pulling up. Dun dun dun. Here we go.
Okay, now this is the one I sent you, not the new one, right? Okay.
This is it here.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's the next one. So I come across this. Right now, this is an article. Now, this is peer reviewed in a, on a highly rated and recommended website for, super nerds from 2008. And you can see it says target and change detection in synthetic aperture radar sensing of urban structures. So I'm like, oh man, what is this? Now, basically, they can see into the house. And I'm gonna give you more evidence.
They can see through your walls, guys.
They can see. So all this, when they're telling you it's tinfoil hat conspiracy talk or whatever. Now this here, basically what they did in 2008 was they came up for a way. You got to think, like, yeah, Creepy Joe might use this, but also military applications, target acquisition. Like if they're hunting, terrorists or drug dealers or kidnappers or whatever, like they need to be able to scan the inside of an area with this SAR frequency, whatever, that's with this kind of radar. They need to be able to scan it and continuously scan it to update in real time what's going on in the house. So these people in 2008 were able to figure out a way to eliminate what they call backspatter, which you got to figure, if these are basically microwaves that they're shooting down, and some of them are going to spray off into different places. So they came up with the right equations and algorithms to subtract all of the mess out of the picture and give a very high resolution picture of what's going on inside the house. Okay, pull up the one I sent you just before when I set up.
Come on, man. We're gonna need some lead. Look, we're gonna need somebody to come up with some lead. Something put on the
lead
roof.
line
We're gonna need some
or
lead line
something,
roof
man.
supplies. We're gonna need some lead porch awnings. What's that thing?
Right,
What's
lead
What's
suit.
the thing? What's the thing? What is it? The solar, whatever, the shade thing that used to be on the infomercials, and you rolled it up, and it was a shade, and went over your house.
Oh, the sunsetter
Sunvisor.
awning
The
stuff or
sunsetter
whatever.
awning. You got it. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna need one of
Okay.
those made with lead. So whoever wants to start
Right.
that project, yeah, we're all ears. All right. So go ahead, Foil.
And
Report here.
Starstream, I get that, but they're talking about giving this access. I mean, what I reckon, since they made them pull that comment, they'll probably leave that out of their sales.
We can call it we can call it the retractable lawning.
The lawning.
Yeah.
Right.
The lead awning. It made sense in
got
my
you.
mind, but maybe not in anyone else's. But
I was thinking
that happens
lawn.
frequently.
Lawning, right?
Yeah.
But no, well, I mean, now they probably won't. I can't imagine them selling the ability to see inside a house to the average public. But just the fact that the people are going to be able to look. Now, hold on before you go scrolling through that. So after 2008, from 2010 to 2013, the Office of Naval Intelligence gave a research grant to these people who built on the previous work. And now they've even got it to the point, and if you just want to show the table of contents, like scroll down so they can see, and we'll put a link to this in the bottom if you guys
It's already
are
there.
interested and want to go down and
It's
read it.
there.
To this new one,
Yeah. Everything
Okay.
on the show is down there.
you see that they're able. You see wall clutter mitigation, new techniques for improved through the wall radar imaging theory and applications. Like they give,
Oh man.
and this is
Come
on
on,
here.
man.
I mean, come on, man.
This is terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
Them lying dog face pony soldiers at Capella said they couldn't see in the buildings, and y'all know you can see in the buildings. That's
DK's
all
got
I'm
a
saying.
point though. At least, hey, the winning part of it, right? So we can put lead on our houses, and at least we can now finally see into Antarctica. I want to see in the pyramids.
There is that, and we know. Like now, at least we know. I mean, yes, because people were talking, that the Sync OG.
You heard it here
I'll
first.
just leave it at that. Yeah,
They can see in your
that
house.
was gonna be a thing. But
anyone
this
that pays,
yeah, some of these are already up there. Just FYI.
clearly.
This company is putting up maybe 10 more over the next 2 years.
So
It's freaking
are we
crazy.
gonna show any more of this? Do we have more to go down this rabbit hole? Or are we gonna go into UFOs and?
I mean, that was kind of my rant.
Right.
I'm gonna read.
You did
this
a great
entire
job.
article.
Thank you. Yeah, you did.
Well, I've been
but
waiting.
not live. Are you
the
gonna
whole
read?
time
Are you
just
gonna read it on your channel?
I
the
might
whole
go
thing?
through it and point out some things, probably.
Okay.
I
that'd be
got
good.
to do the dreads.
So
video.
for
The dreads
anybody
I
who wants
have-
to see a follow-up to this whole topic, Foil will do one. She's going to do one on the dreads too, which we covered, last week or the week before?
Yeah, last week I think.
Which was
I ended up doing the China video.
Yeah. So
My China video's lit, guys. If you haven't gone to see that, please go see that. Like, there's so much there.
you got to type in Loyal to the Foil's channel is linked below in the description. You can't just type in it doesn't pop up. We're both shadow banned. So you have to just go to the link in the description and click on it and go and subscribe. You can't just type it in and find her. It's nearly impossible. I've tried.
I'm gonna
So-
see if I can find some demonstrations of this also to have when I do the video for this. But this is crazy.
Okay, so somebody's shooting at the sun. Are we going there?
Yeah, or
first?
can we go there now?
Oh,
yeah,
we got
woo.
Well, I wanted to bring this up. Who tagged us in this? Oh, man, I should have wrote that down. Researchers achieve first sustained long-distance quantum teleportation. We had way too many articles to possibly cover today. So, A team of
I
researchers
didn't see
claim
this
to
one.
have achieved sustained long-distance quantum teleportation for the first time. The research could lay the groundwork for a viable quantum internet, a network in which the information stored in qubits is shared over long distances through entanglement. That could transform the fields of data storage. See, we're slowly getting dripped with all this stuff, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We've had Star Trek tech for a long time, but they're slowly starting to let us know as the stuff is getting disclosed and coming out. Right. We're moving to this whole quantum thing, so they have to start disclosing entanglement and things like that, right? Because people, you know. So the team, a collaboration between the U.S. Department of Energy's Fermi Lab and University of Calgary and other partners, managed to teleport qubits of photons over 44 kilometers of fiber. Wowzers. The process doesn't actually involve teleportation in the traditional sense, but it will. But it will. It's coming.
They're
Don't
teleporting information at the moment.
Right. Quantum teleportation is the transfer of quantum states from one location to another through quantum entanglement. Two particles in separate locations are connected by an invisible force. I'm pretty sure it was Daryl Devine that sent this. Thank you, Daryl. By an invisible force, famously referred to as spooky action at a distance by Albert Einstein. Regardless of the distance, the encoded information shared by the entangled pair of particles can be passed between them. By sharing these quantum qubits, the basic units of quantum computing, researchers are hoping to create networks of quantum computers that can share information at blazing fast speeds. This is an advancement towards a more readily available scaling up of such systems in different locations to build a bigger system. Yeah, so that covers that.
I mean, quantum teleportation is nice, but until they can teleport my ass to like Miami,
it's coming eventually. We're trying to help the process, Foil. We're doing what we can. You know what I mean? But
DK,
it's coming.
yes. Fertility.
The day will come where we'll be teleporting to where we got to go instead of riding in
I hope
tin
so.
can airplanes.
Oh no! Listen, I'm still
Mark
keeping
my
my
words.
truck.
Yeah.
I'll be out there in my truck anyway.
All right. So I just want my hoverboard finally. All right. Triangle UFO appears in sky over Amsterdam. Why is there a cat on the screen? I thought we were looking at the UFO. I mean, is that a commercial?
Everybody loves a nice cat. I don't even know what it is. I can't.
What is
hold
this
on.
here? It's on Rumbo. I mean, that's kind of, I've never seen a white one like this. What is this?
I don't know. This just happened the other day too. Look at that.
Is there sound? Let's check it out.
I don't know.
The sound is down. Oh, there's sound. What's going on here? Why is it white? I've never seen anything like that.
That's something, right? Thanks, Suiterbug.
Yeah, what is that? I wonder if you can deflect the satellite's gaze by using white noise and speakers. The only way they can see inside is by sensing frequencies. Love the show. Thank you, Superbug. I called him Superbug. I called him Super. That's your new name, Suiterbug. You're Superbug. Superbug Dave. So I don't know what's happening here, but I mean it's kind of
white noise. Cool. I wonder.
It's kind of cool.
I don't know. Starstream, do you know? Also, do you know how many people in the chat suggested lead paint? That was what Alara said too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but it may not be strong enough, right? And isn't that like really bad for your health, or is that what?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, so what do we got going on
That is
here?
awesome. That's awesome footage.
Let's go to the sun. Let's go to the sun. So she is just so entertaining. She gets so passionate. I love passionate people. You know, I don't care what you're passionate about. You could be passionate about the Earth being flat. You could be passionate about, you know, I don't care what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about space, you know, and Space Mouse.
Space Balls.
Yeah.
Right.
So we all have our passion. I just like passionate people. Be on fire, you know. Be on fire, and
lead paint
I'm
is
down with
only good for eating.
Wow. Okay.
Don't tell people that.
So let's check out let's see what you guys think about this. So we got to show you this. All right. Now here we go.
This device comes down from up here, and then all of a sudden there's an explosion that occurs. I've got this in slow mode.
This lady's great.
Look at that, you all.
She's very upset.
And she's like, I don't know what's happening here.
She's very
I think
upset
we're all about to die.
It's an explosive device. That's what's happened.
Where is it? I don't see it.
An explosive device.
Yeah. She's got to slow it down. Yeah, it's at the top, but she's got to slow it down in order to see it. And what's
crazy?
What is
you can't make this up.
remember when I showed you the docking station? It was on the other side of the sun. Now it's on
Yeah,
the
that's
side
the
of the
docking
sun.
station. Do you
That's
see
the
that?
docking
Okay, so it's
station.
coming down from the top, guys. See that? So she's got to show it in slow motion in order for people to really see it. Is she doing it now?
I think
Oh,
they
you
said that was a solar flare. This product is like,
So this
this
thing
product
comes
is
down,
like-
it hits the sun, and then the sun does
it's
that.
2 days
Boom.
behind.
Right?
Interesting.
And you would not
See if you
catch
can
it. You
pause
would
it.
not see it if you did not see it
there,
right
right
there.
there.
Yeah, right there.
It comes down. Look at it.
I'm grateful for Gina.
And
She
then
watches the sun all day.
Boom.
All day.
I can't do that.
It explodes just like that.
That's nuts, though.
I
That is
can't believe
crazy.
I captured it either.
What is that?
Now,
It does whatever it's got to do, and then
I'm going to put a theory out here.
boom.
What do you guys think?
Just like
She's so
that.
upset.
Mr. Love says
like that.
Just like
induce solar
that.
flare.
Induced solar flare.
And Blue Eyes
It
says she wants a
explodes.
hoverboard too.
And it
So do I.
stopped at 666 when I
Oh,
slowed
no.
it down to this speed, you all.
Oh,
Hey,
that's it.
man, let me just for full disclosure, you know, she ends up talking
I don't know
about the
what to
flat Earth,
think.
too.
Yeah,
I really don't.
it's okay. We love Gina. She
So
watches
listen,
the sun. We need that. That's an important job.
maybe, I mean, that, you know how big that would have had to be?
Mhm.
That thing?
I'm concerned about this item over here on the left.
The docking station?
Yeah, and it moved sides. You
Listen,
know?
yeah, it did. It moved. Later in the video, you can actually see a big ass ship come in at the top right hand corner.
And
What?
if you shoot stuff at the sun, I mean, that's got to have consequences. You know, is what I'm thinking.
That thing had to have been huge.
Right? Did you see what it did to the sun?
Huge.
The sun god was upset.
I mean, I don't, man.
Right?
And that was quite a blast.
That
too.
was quite a blast. What do you guys think?
That was nuts.
Let me see what
right?
they think.
Space rocks from hell. Yeah, I can dig it. Right?
Yeah, that was Gina Coven Hill. That's the only video I don't think I have linked in the description, you guys. I will go in after the show.
Yeah,
and
we
link.
just pulled it up.
I will
right
link
before.
it. But her name on YouTube is Gina Maria Colvin Hill, right here. And she watches the sun all day, every day, and she's
All day.
all about it. And she captures stuff, and you know, we're grateful that she does what she does. Everybody
Bodhisattva says rods of God.
Bodhisattva. How come I can't say it, Foil?
I don't, bruh.
You don't understand the inner workings of the commander's mind, do you?
I do not, sir.
All right. Now I'm sir. That's interesting. All right. So what is this happening here? We got orb over SpaceX rocket launch. Camera guy zooms in,
Oh,
stops
yeah.
launch. And this is coming from UFO Sightings Daily. Shout out to Scott.
Right.
All right. Well, let's check this out. See
This is
what's
actually
going
pretty good. This is pretty good.
This is Scott, and what we're looking at right now is SpaceX. They're about to shoot off the rocket, which they already did just a few days ago. And above the rocket, this live cam records something big and glowing. Look at that. They're panning out. They're looking at it. They're trying to figure out what it is. What is that glowing orb over the SpaceX rocket?
Now his narration
he's
sounds
focusing,
almost like
he's
Blake
focusing.
Cousins, but
Oh my
aside
God,
from that,
look at that.
Oh no.
What is
No,
that?
no. I
That
can
is
handle
just
his narration.
So cool, guys.
Did it
This
just
is over
blow-
the
did it
SpaceX
just, like,
rocket that's
fade
supposed
out? What
to
did it do?
one day
Hold on, I
carry
gotta see
humans.
that.
Oh,
What is this?
is that?
I don't mind his
Instant replay.
narration.
That is
I like
just
it.
so cool, guys. This is over the SpaceX rocket that's supposed
Do
to
not-
one
who's
day.
that?
Do not ever compare Scott to Blake Cousins again. Please.
I know, right?
That's not allowed, Foil.
Who's the dude that does the narration on the fight videos on Twitter? Do you know who I'm talking about? That guy is so funny. He sounds like he's narrating.
Oh,
like a
the
boxing
guy
match,
that plays
talking.
the Antifa videos and he narrates
Yes.
them. Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, we
or
need
Ingman,
him narrating.
right?
Steve. Yeah, Steve. What? That's right.
We need him to narrate our UFO videos.
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, well,
That would be awesome. I could listen to that dude
Day
talk.
is there
carry
any more of
humans
this we need to?
all the way to Mars? Let's fast forward a little bit. He's coming.
You know.
He's zooming back out to the rocket. And there we are. But guys, What is
Yeah, I
that
think that was it.
above the rocket? What did the cameraman notice that doesn't belong up there?
Oh, that poor rocket.
What is it? And why is he
curtains for you,
jiggling the
buddy.
camera around like that? Jeez. Okay, let's zoom.
All right, we gotta
One
go
day
back. This is
carry
not
humans all the way to Mars.
Here.
That is just so
Wait, I
focusing.
gotta see
He's
it from the
focusing
rocket
orb.
part. Where's the rocket part?
Figure out what it is. Look at that.
All right.
They're panning
what does
out,
that look like
they're
to you?
looking at it.
He's,
They're trying to
I
figure out
can't
what
tell
it
how
is.
far above the rocket it is.
What is that glowing
I don't know.
orb
It's like a white orb to
over
me.
the SpaceX rocket? Wait, he's focusing. He's focusing. Oh my God! Look at that.
Oh
What
my God,
is
look at that.
What is that?
That
no,
is
look,
just
it's
so cool,
oh,
guys.
Do you see that? And it goes pop and it disappears.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
What
it
is
looked
that?
like an orange orb. It's not white. I think that was just the way the light was hitting it. That's actually kind of cool. Really.
God, look at that. What is
Does
that?
it just phase out
That
like?
is just so
Yeah.
cool, guys.
The space friends are always watching. I mean, phase outs don't normally pop like that though. So I'm
Yeah, that
thinking-
was kind of weird, right?
I'm thinking, now I don't know everything, I'm not an expert of this stuff, but I'm thinking that was more of a, like I've described the spaceship that woke me up, how it popped and appeared. Okay, so.
Was it like that?
Kind of, yes. So it went from something like that, and but instead of popping and disappearing,
It popped
popped,
in.
It popped in and turned into a spaceship. So maybe this thing was time traveling. I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't understand what makes something do that. They don't teach us the proper science in school, so it's not like we only can learn what we can learn from listening to others. But yeah, but I've seen a lot of ships phase in and phase out, and they just sort of phase out. Like they don't pop. The whole popping thing, I don't know what that dynamic is. And if anybody does know what causes that, please feel free to
Maybe it's literally
educate me.
popping through
The dimension.
Uh-huh.
You might be right. I mean,
Yep.
you might be right. It's doing something. Okay.
Yeah, I
'Cause
thought that was an interesting video. It wasn't
you want
like
to talk about some stuff that's hard to assimilate, information that's hard to assimilate. That right there. Imagine if you'd seen that thing there turn into a ship. Like go from that just buzzing around to a ship, but like not far away, like right here. Yeah, pretty intense, dude.
Well, now that you mentioned like something in an orb, like turning into something else, I was listening to something about Whitley Strieber's book Communion, and he was saying how the light would come and it would look like one thing, but then it would turn into the abductor guys.
Oh yeah, well they can do all kinds of tricks, but a lot of it is just altering what we see with our mind. Like a lot of it's not even physical stuff. It's just
Yeah, well, listen, like with that freaking dragon thing that landed on. I think they can make your brain get the
going
right
on
waves
here?
to create the vision. Oh yeah, that one's awesome too. This was just the other day over DC.
Really.
And hold on, let me see something.
Was it the day of the rally or a different day?
No, I think, hold on. I think it may have been, let me see when that Israeli news stuff broke.
Right? That would be cool. Right? Wouldn't that be cool if one of them showed up over the rally?
Damn, that was on the 8th, and this was on the 11th. I don't know. What day was the rally in DC?
I don't know. Does anybody know in the chat what day the rally in DC was?
If the UFOs are watching people at the rally, that'd be crazy.
Right? Oh, they are. But I mean, the question is, I wonder when they'll start to show
Well,
themselves.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're getting there. I'm telling you, we're getting closer and closer to disclosure, but also open contact. But I mean, we're not there yet. But
Yeah,
we're
I
getting
think that was on the day of the rally because I have an article here talking about the people that got stabbed or whatever. It was written on December 12th, and they're talking about the rally the previous day.
See, all these people gathered together in light and in love. You know what I mean? Trying to save the planet.
That's crazy.
They're gonna be attracted to that energy. Period. They're gonna be there. You may not see them, but they're gonna be there. They're gonna be attracted to that energy. Period. Like, you know. But at what point
That's
will they
crazy.
reveal themselves to the crowd? You know, if the crowd has pure intent like that, at what point will they actually start revealing themselves? I don't know, but that'd be super cool, right?
Yeah, see, Lotus said last Saturday the 12th. Well, the article was published on the 12th, but that sighting was on the 11th.
All right, look at the Schumann, dude. Like, we went from nothing, and we couldn't even get above like 20, no whiteouts for like, I don't even know how long, quite a while, to just, the screen has been crazy. It's been like this every day that I've checked too. It's been nutso. So lay off the coffee. Don't drink too much caffeine like me. I do all the time, every day. And because this is legit right here. Yeah. Look at this. It's shooting up over 32, 36. Even the whiteouts are hanging out at 16.
I wonder if that's why my head has been like.
Yeah, if you're not consciously aware of it and you're not, paying attention to how your body feels and how your mind feels. Yes, Patricia, love and light, right? Even those that don't fully think that's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. So, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. We're going to change this whole planet, you guys. We're going to live to see it, and our children are going to have a whole nother world. And I'm very grateful to do my small part in the process.
That's all any of us want to do, is our little piece, right?
That's right. Right.
The Butterfly Beacon asks, why less caffeine?
I don't know. I just noticed with me that when the Schumann's really high, like, I tend to get more jittery. It all depends, though, I think, it depends on your diet, how consciously aware you are of the Schumann. Like, I just noticed this with me. It may not be that way for others. Like, there's other people that probably don't notice any difference at all. But for me, like, if I drink a lot of, but also my diet is really weird compared to most people too. So maybe it makes me super sensitive. I don't know, but I noticed it started to get weird for me.
Well, I mean, the Schumann is the resonance of the planet, and it interacts with your body's own electrochemical fields and whatever else.
It's entraining us. So I mean, all biological life on this planet is tuned into that. So synced
to that frequency.
So yeah, when it goes through now what exactly is causing them, I don't know. I've been studying this topic for a really long time, and I don't know. You could say it's one thing causing that, or it's another thing causing that. You don't know which one is causing what. I had a conversation with Justin Deschamps and his soon-to-be wife Madison Smith on this channel a couple months ago. It's called The Changing Tide. Anyway, about halfway through that conversation, he starts going into the Schumann, and he's really got a lot of good information on the Schumann if anybody's curious to learn more about it. So we got the Great Conjunction happening tomorrow.
Exciting. That's tomorrow.
So if you meditate, I'm not one of those people that condones these mass meditations with people that there's a lot of power in mass meditations, right? I'm not really a person that condones doing them with entities or groups that you're not fully aware of who they are, type of thing. But by all means, gathering by yourself or in groups of people that you know and you know their intent, and having group meditations is an awesome thing to do tomorrow. So
they did an experiment a while ago where they were able to, they got groups to meditate across the globe or whatever, and then they tracked the crime incidence rates, and they were able to determine that there was a correlation between the meditation and the decrease in violent crimes. Not necessarily causation, but correlation at least.
You can affect we've talked about this. I mean, what we can go into that's been proven and what, is just speculation or someone's opinion are two different things, but it's been proven that you can affect physical reality through mass meditations. What it is it's all getting on the same page with the same intent and the same visualization with our mass consciousness, and it can alter reality. You know what I mean? Was it shifting the timeline? I don't know exactly. My understanding of science is not to that point, but I do understand that it affects physical reality, right? Like we can, like she said, we lowered the crime rate. Like look at I saw a whole bunch of kids in China doing this, and we just got to all get on the same page. So what we need to be meditating on is the takedown of our cabal. We need to be meditating on full disclosure, on open contact. These are the type of things that we need to be holding space for and holding in our mind as we meditate tomorrow and pray. Whatever it is you do, pray, meditate, both. And trying to help our mass consciousness get where it needs to go. So
there was a Japanese guy that did experiments on water He would take the same water and have his students come by and project love onto one glass of water and hate onto another glass of water or whatever. And then he would take the water and freeze it. And the ice crystals that formed from the water that had love projected at it were like beautiful snowflake looking things. But the other water, when it was frozen, it looked like it was just like nuclear waste. Like it was terrible. I have it on my Twitter at some point. If you search at Foil for water experiment, you can find it. But it was very interesting, all with thought.
So geomagnetic storm watch, a minor G1 class geomagnetic storm is possible on December 3rd. When a fast moving stream of solar wind hits Earth's magnetic field, the gaseous material is flowing from a northern hole in the sun's atmosphere. High latitude sky watchers should be alert for auroras when the solar wind arrives. Then we have the Great Conjunction, of course, happening tomorrow, where we've got Jupiter and Saturn. This only happens once every 800 years. I believe it's called the Star of Bethlehem, right? Because last time it happened was we suspect possibly.
Well, they think that's what happened when Jesus was born. And then it also happened. It happens every 800 years. I think the last time was in I don't know in the Middle Ages at some point.
Yeah. So I don't see, there's no concerning solar flares that I see at the moment. Yeah. So anyway, that's exciting. It's going to be the holidays for those of you that celebrate holidays. As you know, bah humbug, Commander Allard does not celebrate holidays.
No, humbugs.
But I have love and joy and in my heart for those of you that do, and I hope you enjoy your holidays and your presents and your kids. And I know that it's a special time for kids, especially. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we won't be back until after Christmas, huh? Oh, thanks, White Hat. We love you.
I don't see White Hat. Is he there?
Is my chat coming up faster than yours?
Yeah, I think it is because I didn't see it till after you said something. Thank you, White Hat. Good night, fam. Much love. Big week. Good big week coming.
Ooh.
So White Hat, I'm not allowed to tell him, huh? No, I'm not allowed to tell you. I don't think. So I won't. I'll stay on the safe side.
Explicit permission.
Yeah, I'll stay on the safe side here. Okay, so yeah. So that about concludes it. Where are we at? Right at an hour and a half. Boy, we did really good on time tonight, Foil. We did super good. And we covered a lot of stuff.
That's you with the schedules. You know how I feel about schedules and
Everyone knows
rules
this.
and stuff.
Everyone knows this. Okay, so let's see what's going on this upcoming week. So I will be on with Nicole Frolic. 5 p.m. Pacific, Tuesday the 22nd. So yeah, I will be over there. Let's see, Wednesday here on this channel at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. I will be doing a live interview with Johann Fritz, who is a secret space program whistleblower.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be super awesome. So if you enjoyed the talk with Tony, you're definitely going to like this. So that's going to be good. Foil just did an interview on Natalie. It's Natly, Natalie Denise, where she talked about the Guardians and other Space Force related topics. She did that interview this past week and it's out now. So go and check that out if you would like to see some more space information. She covered this too, that we were talking about the roof, not the lead roof.
Synthetic aperture radar.
Yeah, synthetic aperture radar. And IET and Kate have a new show that they're doing. It's called We the Media. It's got its own YouTube channel called We the Media. They are on Sunday nights right before this show. So that would be 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, they're on right before this show. And they're doing like the regular political news over there. So, and they're doing a great job. So I'm so proud of Kate for getting her tech together because she's not technically inclined. And yes, I'm proud of
White
Kate.
Hat Metal, he says.
Yeah, I'm allowed to announce it, White Hat. Yes, White Hat's starting a new show, and I think it's going to be on D Live. Correct me, White Hat, if I'm wrong. And it's going to be called White Hat Metal. And he's going to play heavy metal, and we get to hang out with White Hat, which is always fun no matter what he's doing. But we get White Hat and metal, which is even better. So go. I think, White Hat, do you have a D Live yet? If you do, please.
Yeah, he's got it. It's Sombrero Blanco.
Okay, so it's Sombrero Blanco, just like his Twitter handle. Over on D Live. Could you link that in the chat, please, White Hat? Go over there and follow White Hat so you can check out his new show. It's going to be a little
White
bit
Hat is awesome.
A different thing
from
what he does on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. So with that, I think that about covers our announcements. Foil, please don't hit your vape until after the closing plays and I end the live. You know, I'm just saying, you can wait
I'm
an
waiting.
extra like 1.5 minutes.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Follow us on Twitter. The links are in the description below, obviously. You can also donate to Space Force News at loyaltothefoil.com. Just specify that it's for Space Force News. Also in the description below. Please, we will be back next Sunday. Meet us here next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for another super awesome episode of Space Force News, guys. Keep your eyes on the skies. Merry Christmas.
We are your news in this dimension and the next. Good night, Space Peeps. We'll see you next week. And Merry Christmas, okay? Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Right?
Woo!
And happy anniversary, Space Force. Happy first anniversary. We ran out of time or we would have played the video. Dear Space Force.
Right.
Happy birthday
to you.